I'm a scientist.
Yo, yo, what's happening, people?
Hey, I'm a scientist.
Class tomorrow, so okay, there's my connection. I don't know why my settings are not letting me share, but that's okay. To my groups. So I'm doing an Instant Pot recipe this evening. It is keto, low carb, unstuffed cabbage roll soup. Instant Pot or crock pot. Thank you to Emily Dearman who posted this in my Peace, Love, and Keto page. I'm very excited to get it started. Hey, so I just wanted to talk to you guys about like goals and what are you doing to achieve your goals? You know, full transparency, I did not want to go to the gym today. I did not want to go to the gym today. I didn't want to go all day. I didn't want to go on my way there. I just didn't want to go, truthfully. And, but I have an accountability partner. But I have an accountability partner, Tiffany, who kicked my ass and said, you are going, even though I told her, I was like, I'm still going even though I don't want to go because I have goals and I told myself I'm going to the gym twice a week, so that's what I'm doing. I only went once last week and let myself down a little, so I'm not doing that again. So what are you doing? What are you pushing out of your comfort zone to strive to be better? What are you trying to do in your life, and what action steps are you taking to push yourself? You know, we always have big goals and big dreams in the beginning of the year, and then but we don't have action steps, right? I want to lose 50 pounds. Okay, great. How are you going to do that? What exactly are you going to do? So I just wanted to remind you guys, like, it's really important to have goals, but it's also more important to have action steps for your goals. Okay, so without further ado, let's get this started. So you're going to saute your ground beef first. I'm getting text messages. You're going to saute your ground beef first. So we're going to hit the saute setting. Okay. Let me get our ground beef. Have it falling in the sink here. We buy our ground beef in bulk, and then we just stick it in Ziploc bags and freeze it. Because Aldi has a really good deal on meat, so we usually buy in bulk there. Okay. And we're going to brown the ground beef with the diced onions and garlic. So this recipe calls for half of a small onion diced, 2 garlic cloves minced. Here's our onion, garlic cloves.
I see the onion.
Stinky. 1.5 pounds ground beef. That's sauteing. Also, I'm sauteing this with a dash of MCT oil.
I'm helping you, Mom.
Got my seasonings?
Yeah.
Thanks. And then once we saute all that, we're going to add the beef mixture back in. We're going to drain it and then add it back in.
Help me.
This is my Italian seasoning. You want to hold it?
Show her this too. Show her this too.
There you go. They can see now. Also, if you guys don't own one of these little doohickeys, these things are the craziest, coolest thing. They chop up your hamburger meat, so like they're sitting. I found this like over by the food stuff, but sometimes they have them over by the hamburger helpers. And it's like a meat chopper, like it chops up all your ground meat. It's perfect.
Why is it made out of glass?
Stop, because it is.
I'm sorry. Mom, I'm tearing up all this stuff.
All right, Mom. Look, it just chops it all up. How cool is that? Okay, so I'm gonna read you the ingredients while this is cooking. It's low carb, keto, unstuffed cabbage roll soup. And you can do it in your Instant Pot or your crock pot. Or I think they have a recipe on the stovetop too. So I'll post the link to this recipe below when I finish. I'm doing mine in my Instant Pot. I've set it to saute, and I'm sauteing the ground beef. It calls for half of a small onion diced, 2 garlic cloves minced, 1.5 pounds ground beef, 3 cups beef broth. I don't have beef broth, so what I'm doing is I'm taking chicken broth and where's my little cube?
Ooh, what is this?
Hey! Oh my goodness, child. All right, well, I'll be adding this beef bouillon to the chicken broth that my child is getting into in order to make beef broth. So 3 cups beef broth, 14-ounce canned diced tomatoes. I am using Rotel to add a little spice. Tomato sauce, soy sauce, 1 small medium cabbage chopped, 3 teaspoons Worcestershire, which I'm out of right now. I love Worcestershire, but I'm out of, so I'm going to use Dale's instead. This stuff, Dale's. Parsley, salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. So you brown your meat, and when you're browning the meat, you add the onions and the garlic, and you just saute that all up till it's nice and done. Drain it, and then we will be adding the beef mixture back in and all the other ingredients.
Mom, how do I do this? I'm stuck. I can't do this.
So I'm just getting all this meat brown. And once I get this a little browned, I'll add the onions and garlic in, but I don't like my onions to be overdone, so I wait and add them a little later. Baba, leave this alone. Hey, Graham? Yes. Could you mince up this garlic for me? Chop it up real quick. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Where are you from? Hey, I wanted to hop on and talk to you guys. I've been having lots of conversations with like old friends and people just catching up, and they're like, oh, hey, I'm not doing keto. So I just wanted to let people know, like, hey, I'm a health coach, not just for keto. So like, you know, don't be afraid to talk to me or ask me questions. All right, I'm adding my onion now. And I'll add my garlic in just a minute. Ooh, them onions are strong. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that saute for a few minutes, let the onions get soft and tender. So, just wanted to chat with everyone, like, you know, I'm a health coach, I'm here for everyone's walk of life, and ketones are not just for people on the keto diet. I feel like I need to address this, you guys.
You want this in there?
My son, yeah. Here's my diced garlic that's going in, or minced, whatever. So ketones are for everyone. They're not just for people on the keto diet. And so I just don't want you to exclude them or mark them out from your lifestyle just because you're not eating keto. Like, that's not how they work. They're a great superior fuel source for your body and your brain, no matter what you're eating or your lifestyle. Obviously, I want you to make healthy choices and just eat healthy. So, of course, that's a goal, but I'm sorry my kids just yell during my whole videos. It's kind of frustrating for me, but I'm sure it's normal life for everyone. So I've got these onions and garlic sauteing. That fresh garlic has such a good smell. And I'm just kind of getting the meat done all the way. And once that sautés for a minute, I will drain it. Oh yeah, by the way, I was addressing this thing on my eye. Like 3 weeks ago, my son headbutted me in my sleep. And I'm pretty sure he popped a blood vessel in my eye. So that's what's happening here. My kids are super abrasive, so that's fine. Oh, and if you don't have one of these are so cool. They're like little silicone collapsible little colanders. Great for like salad and like when we do fresh green beans and stuff. But I'm going to use it to drain my meat. Because as you can see, we're all cooked here. Okay, so we drained our meat, got all that out. And we're gonna add all the other ingredients. So, 3 cups broth. Because this is like a soup, so. And the beef bouillon is gonna go in there. Oh, be nice if you could see what I'm doing. So I'm doing 3 cups of broth, pouring it right over my bouillon cube. One can diced tomatoes. I'm using Rotel. Hope you guys are having a good week. Hope everything's going well for you in your life. Have you been doing good on your goals for the year? All right, adding my can of Rotel. 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. All right. 4th cup soy sauce. It actually calls for aminos. If you're keto, you know what those are, but I'm just using soy sauce. this. 3 teaspoons Worcestershire, but I'm using Dale's and I'm just going to use a dash. Half a teaspoon parsley. Italian seasoning. Salt. Half teaspoon salt and half teaspoon pepper. I'm guessing because that's what I do with my seasonings. And I'm going to go ahead and stir this first. Yeah, you hear my alphabet jams? Girl, you know the life. So I'm stirring this up, just kind of getting everything mixed up. And now I'm going to add the cabbage. Seems like a lot of cabbage, so I'm going to add a little bit. But y'all know cabbage cooks down a lot, so just going to get it stirred up. I'm going to save a little bit of this cabbage because it calls for 1 small medium cabbage, and this was a pretty decent sized cabbage, so I'm going to save some of it for like if we do tacos or something one night, we can use it, or whatever. Maybe I'll make some homemade coleslaw or something. Okay, now that you've added all other ingredients, next is placing the lid on the Instant Pot and make sure it's sealed and not venting. Oh, I am making keto low carb unstuffed cabbage roll soup, Tessa. It's going to be really yummy. It's got cabbage and ground beef, onions, garlic, all kinds of yummy stuff. All right, so now we're going to turn the Instant Pot on. Press the soup button. Hold on, I haven't done soup yet. Soup, and set the time for 15 minutes. All right. Allow Instant Pot to come to pressure and complete the soup cycle. After the cycle is over, do a quick release of the steam valve, and then it's done. So I'm excited to see what it looks like. I'll post a picture and the link to the recipe when I'm done. I put some of this in my hamburger meat. Good stuff. Good for the brain, good for the body. So, I hope you guys liked my dinner for this evening and my post-gym look. So, I will let you guys know how this is. You know, with any recipe, I always add my own seasonings, like Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, things like that. So always make it your own. Seasonings are always keto friendly. If you're not keto and you want to know about ketones, let me know. You want to spank him?
No.
Then don't kick your brother. You know better.
Mom, you know that.
Hey! We're dealing with a 4-nager. She's 4 and thinks she's 14, so we're going through that phase of life. It's fine. Daddy will be home in a minute. Shh. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'm going to get off here and go be a mother because, you know, it's beckoning. So keto low carb unstuffed cabbage roll soup. I'll let you guys know how it is. Post a picture below. I'll share this video to my other Facebook groups. And if you make this recipe, let me know. If you're drinking ketones, post below. Let me know how you're doing. If you want to know more about ketones, post more below and I will send you some information. Trust me, you don't have to be keto to drink ketones. All right, guys, I hope y'all have a great night. Enjoy this recipe. I'm sure we will. And And always make it your own. Like it called for a can of diced tomatoes. I used Rotel instead. You know, just little things like that that will spruce up a recipe or change it up into something different that maybe you would like better. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a great night. Peace, love, and keto on.